Now we will start a new topic. As I told you that I will come back to double dimension array once again at the end of this chapter. Let us see what is next. Next is stack. It's a new topic. Yesterday I told you that stack comes under the user defined data type. Fine. And it's a linear kind of data. Fine. What happens in a stack? Stack is nothing but arrangement of some numbers. Certain numbers or certain elements, need not be numbers always, it can be names of few people also. Some elements are arranged in a particular manner. And what is that particular manner? That basically defines stack. What is stack? Look at this. If we imagine a single dimension array or a list, obviously we will represent single dimension array or stack, whatever we are studying, through a list only. Everything we are going to do through list. Now look at this. Imagine there is a list which is having 30, 23, 44, 16. These are the four elements. And I have made a rule for you that whenever you want to do any kind of insertion, it is a rule made by me. Fine. Say I defined you. I told you the rule is that if you want to insert something, you have to insert only from this end. That means if it is 0, 1, 2, 3, index number 3, that means if you want to insert something, then insertion always has to happen from this end. That means if I want to insert something, it has to come here in the index number 4. And at the same way, if we want to delete something, the deletion also has to happen from the same end. That means if I have to take out, I will also take out from this. Okay. I will better explain this way, that if I imagine the list to be inverted like this, it will be easier for us to understand. In our dining hall, what we do in the school dining hall, we just keep the plates after finishing our meals, one above the other. Fine. So imagine my plate, I have to keep my plate. So where do I keep my plate? Obviously at the top of all the other plates. That means insertion is happening from the top end. Fine. And imagine I want to take out my plate. My plate is behind, a good 15-16 plates. So if I have to take out my plate, what do I do? Obviously, I will not pull it from the 15-16 down with the 15-16 plates. I will try to remove one by one from the top, and then only I will be able to remove the plate that I want. Fine. That means if I keep the plates like this, what's happening is, if I have to add a plate, it has to come over there. And if I have to remove a plate from the middle, I cannot do so unless I remove all the plates from the top. That means insertion and deletion always has to happen from the top end. If you want to add, it has to be on the top. If you delete, then also it has to be from the top. So if we follow this kind of orientation while dealing with a group of elements, be it numbers, be it something else, then that orientation is called a stack or a stack orientation. Now these particular methods basically of storing data or rules we will try to visualize through list. We will learn how we can do it in programming through list. But before that, let us see the operations which we normally do on a stack. Okay, there are two items in this tag. One is stack, another is queue. In both, basically what will happen? Normally we do these operations. We push means to insert an item, pop means to delete an item, and peek is a kind of inspection. Inspection means you just try to find out who is there, which element is there at the top of the stack. That is called peek. Fine. And obviously how a stack looks like after I push or after I pop an element, I can display also. I can display the content of the entire list. So display is another option which we can do. Right? Fine. So these are called stack operations. Now just see, have a look at it. I have a stack like this. Fine. My top was here. Who is top? Top is nothing but a kind of a variable. Technically, when we write the programs, all over the world programmers represent this particular variable by the name top. There is no reason. You can represent it by some other variable also. But traditionally this particular variable name is top. It is not a keyword, but fine, it is not a keyword. If you want, you can give any other name, but normally it is called a top. What is top? Top is nothing but a counter or a variable which who remembers that which index position has the last element. What is the significance of that? Because if I have to insert something, it has to come on the top of it. That means fourth index is the next available index for me, right? So top basically signifies that, nothing else. That means if we have a stack like this, I can say that the value of my top is 3. Okay. Now I have a stack like this. I wanted to push 27. I've been told that you push 27 into the stack. So what will happen? 27 has to come on the top of 16. So now my stack will look like this: 30, 23, 44. Okay, 16, and then on the top of that comes 27. So obviously now here the value of top will be equal to 4, because we can see the fourth location of the list is having my current element that I have inserted. Right? So basically at any given time, top signifies the index where the last element is stored. Fine? Fine. Now look at this. How can I find out top? I can find out top very easily. After I do the insertion and deletion, if I take the length of the stack, imagine my list name is stack only. Fine. I name the list as stack. Right? Because stack is not a reserved word, so there is no problem. I can call my list as a stack also. Fine. I can in fact define an array name also as a stack. Not a problem. So length of stack minus 1. So length is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously top will be 1 less than that. So top is equal to 4. So when my length was 5, look at this very carefully, my top was at 4 because I've started counting from 0. So top will be always obtained by length of stack. Stack is the name of the list minus 1. Now look at this. I have tried to delete one element. I wanted to pop one element. So if I pop one element from this, then what will happen? I can only pop one element at a time. I cannot do multiple pops. If I have to do multiple pops, then multiple times I have to write pop. You execute. The function or that particular part of coding has to execute again and again. But at any time, you can, at any given time, you can, at a time basically, you can remove only one element. So I have the choice of, I don't have any choice. If I have to do the pop, I can only eliminate 27 from here. So if I eliminate 27, then what will happen? Again my top will come back to 3, right? Because then one element is gone. Now let us imagine at any given time, my stack was looking like that. That means my top was 0. At this time, pay attention to this very, very carefully. At this time, if you delete this 15, if you pop, okay, obviously pop means you remove 15 only from here, then array will become, or the list will become completely vacant. There will be nothing in it. So I can say that the top becomes meaningless in that case, because where the top will go? Top was supposed to signify the position of the last element. There is no element only, so where top will go? At this stage, remember this, traditionally what happens, top is represented by a value none. I told you earlier that there is a initialization value which is already defined in Python interpreter. Okay, none. N is written in capital. None means nothing. Okay. So top equal to none means top becomes none. Top carries the value nothing. Fine. We cannot say top equal to 0, because top equal to 0 means 0th cell is still there. That means something is still there in the 0th cell. Beyond 0th cell, where do we go? That is what is represented by none. And at this situation, we can say the stack is completely empty. Now imagine our stack is like this. I have removed every element from the stack. At this time, again I wrote the code, or again I wanted to execute the code which is to delete an element from the stack. That means again I wanted to execute the code which I wrote to do the pop. So obviously there is nothing to pop. What should I pop? Because there is nothing. So at this situation, we call that the stack is overflown. There is an error message called overflow. Okay. So whenever stack will be completely empty and we are making an attempt to remove items further, okay, there is nothing to remove. So that is the situation which is described as overflow. Okay. Now let us quickly revise a few things which we have done in connection with list earlier. You know very well the function append. Okay, what does it do? If I write stack is my array name or my list name, if I write stack append say 40, so what will happen? 40 will be added at the end of the list. So this is your end of the list, although we just inverted the list to show in the diagram, fine. So but appending will be always happening here, right? So that is achieved by the use of the function append. If you write append, then 40 gets added, and I want 40 to be added here only, so there is no problem. Another function we have learned in connection with stack, if you remember, that is called stack pop. Now here we might like to write an index position, or we may not like to write an index position. For example, if I write here stack pop say 2, then whosoever is there in index position 2, that will be deleted. But if I keep it blank, then what happens? If I keep it blank, then it pops or it removes the item which is at the end of the list. The last index positions, whosoever is there, that item gets deleted. So basically, if we have say 16 at any given time, and if I do stack.pop, it will remove 16. I have to keep it blank. I cannot give any argument here. Then it removes the last. So basically, in our next video, we will see how we can make use of these two functions to do the deletion and the insertion. Fine. Let it be up to this much today, because the next program which we are going to do, that is a complete operation on stack. There we will see that we have to divide the program into a lot of small functions. Fine. And it will take some time to understand all this. Fine. So just go through this concept once again. I will not provide you with any kind of note with this. It will be just a diagram based kind of a thing. You just go through it and be thorough with the process of push and pop. And tomorrow we will do the coding for this.